I've been so good, I've been helpful and friendly. I've been so good, why am I feeling empty? I've been so good, I've been so good this year. I've been so good, but it's still getting harder. I've been so good, where the hell is the karma? I've been so good, I've been so good this year. Why are you asking me why? Let's take the lead. My days and nights are filled with disappointments. Fine, oh no, everything's fine. I'm not sure why I booked today's appointment.
I've been so good, I've been helpful and friendly. I've been so good, why am I feeling empty? I've been so good, I've been so good this year. I've been so good, but it's still getting harder. I've been so good, where the hell is the karma? I've been so good, I've been so good this year. What? Am I normal or not? Am I crazier than other patients? Right, I've done everything right. So there's a karma doc, I've lost my patience. 'Cause I've been so good, I've been working my ass off. I've been so good, still I'm lonely and stressed out. I've been so good, I've been so good this year. And I've been so good, but it's still getting harder. I've been so good, where the hell is the karma? I've been so good, I've been so good this year. Can't go quite that high. So good this year. I've been so good this year. Time, I know we're out of time. But what if sad thoughts come and I can't stop it? Bye, I don't wanna say bye. If only I could keep you in my pocket. To give me some diagnosis of why I'm so hollow. Please give me instructions, I promise I'll follow. I tripped on my ankle and fractured my elbow, but doesn't that mean that the tour's gonna sell? Though I try to explain the good faith that's been wasted. After an hour it sounds like complaining. Wait, don't go away, can I lie here forever? You say that I'm better, why don't I feel better? The universe works in mysterious ways. Starting to think it ain't working for me, doctor. Should I be good? Should I be good this year? I want to try and get that last, like, it's one breath, or it's like one really long breath, and I want to see if I can do it.
Bye, I don't wanna say bye. If only
Can you take a deep breath?
you in my pocket.
To give me some diagnosis of why I'm so hollow. Please give me instructions, I promise I'll follow. I tripped on my ankle and fractured my elbow, but doesn't that mean that the tour's gonna sell? Though I try to explain the good faith that's been wasted, but after an hour it sounds like complain. Wait, don't go away, can I lie here forever? Say that I'm better, why don't I feel better? The universe works mysterious ways. No, I can't do it. Think that ain't working for me, doctor. Should I be good? Should I be good this year? He needs to, like, he must have, like, it down to an art of, like, when he goes, and, like, takes in, like, little breaths. Like, he must have it perfected. But how are we all doing? How's one Saturday going? So, the plan is, we're going to hop onto Empires. Now, you're actually all going to, okay, come here. Shh, shh. Okay, guys, so you're actually going to be getting sneak peeks. You're going to be getting teasers. You're going to get to see things that no one else has seen yet. Okay? Okay, you're going to get to see all those things. Things like new things built. Things like my brand new tools and weapons. Things like those. My tools and weapons are now in the game. Okay, so. Okay. You're getting a little sneak peek, so shh. Okay, I'll show you. So, here we are in Chromia. And I'm going to just cycle through them all and show you my things. So, here is my sword, which you can see now. Look how cool it is. Look how cool it is. Not to be dramatic, but I do think I have the best stuff. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. I think my stuff is the best. My pickaxe. My axe. My shovel. My bow. Which looks so cool. And then honestly, one of my favorite ones. My shield looks sick. Look at that. How cool is that? Yeah. 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 I know. So, but what we're actually going to do today is working more towards this. And by working towards it, I mean we're collecting more materials because we did a lot of the sandstone collecting, which I think I've done. I think I have all the sandstone I need. Well, the issue is the original build is just sandstone, but I'm going to want to mix in like smooth sandstone and such in there as well. Are those made out of fancy crystal in the cave? I'm not telling you anything more. You already got the sneak peek of figuring out, like seeing it. You're not getting to know the lore behind it yet. You have to watch the video. So we need to get a bunch of stone, like a lot of stone. But we do now have a beacon. And does this have efficiency 5? That's 4. Can it go up to 5? Yes. I need efficiency 5. When I'm alone, I'm feeling lonely, trying to get to come to try to get to know me. Where did I put my boot? Knows me well, fake friends and weekends, kill me slowly. Does the... Also, there's these, I put these little trees in because I just thought they were cute. I built them once in Origins and was like, yeah, they're going in every series ever. Except this time I did mixed, like, oak, stripped oak, birch, and stripped birch. I think they just look cute. Ooh. Okay, the video isn't... Suppose I filmed it today. Like, the video isn't going to exist. I also realized I've gone from not really uploading to you're gonna have... That's gonna look so good. But yeah, I've gone from not having any videos for like 2 weeks, to you're getting a video on like Sunday, and then like every second day, and then maybe some more. Because I did a UHC thing and it needs to go up every 2 days, so that's definite content. But then I have other things that I want to do. Okay, what I want to do is jump to... Oh wait, no, let me grab a book and my emeralds. I have a book in here, like a plain book. I feel lonely. Fun and go. Or what I can do is just buy a bookcase and break it. I want to go to... Wait, do I have a efficiency 5 elevator? Oh. Is efficiency 5 or 4, right? What do you do? Feather falling and breaking. Efficiency 5. Okay, so give me one of these. And then I'm going to place that down and break it. I've broken my floor. And then I'm going to take that. Thank you. There we go. Efficiency 5 and breaking 3 cell touch and mending. That's what I need. What's UHC again? UHC is ultra hardcore, which is basically you don't regen hunger or you don't regen health unless you're having like what do you call it? A golden apple or potions. They used to be very popular back in the day. But this one is like one I got invited to with a bunch of people. The people you might know would be like Jojo, Captain Sparkles. Spin, thank you so much for the read. Welcome on in. H-Bomb. And then there is also a bunch of other people like King Tong and Grazer, Shadow Apples. Shame though. Feeling alone. I want to just take this fly away and then just find a big open area where I can just mine a bunch of stone. Yeah, new profile picture. Yeah. So my profile picture was actually done by, let me check their Twitter name again. Des, which is just Des Please on Twitter. They also did the Empires 2 art for my gallery wall, which I tweeted last night. It's also the new profile picture on Twitter. And I was smart and thought ahead, and I have a version of it where it's the same thing, except I'm in blonde. Because I changed my hair color to those two. Also, has anyone else noticed the reference of what the profile picture, like me, is wearing? Has anyone clocked the reference? And it just stay with us. Is it temper permanent? What do you mean is it temper permanent? I didn't have a matching banner for my old profile stuff. Yeah, it matches my Chromia stuff. It's like my Chromia skin if it was a hoodie. I should be able to just destroy all of this. How many? 15, 45. Merchant? No. No, that would be far too complex to make. I just thought it looked cute. And it was a nice little nod. Snackers. I never do. Like, it's almost true that I will never put a beacon down right. Also, this song is by McKenna Grace, who you will definitely, if you've watched any media ever, you have seen her. She is an amazing actress who plays the young version of anyone. Basically, if there is a blonde female, she's played them as a child. She was Emma Swan's like child, as in like the child version of Emma Swan. She is the child version of Captain Marvel. She was the child version of Sabrina, and the Kiernan Shipka Sabrina. And this is one of her new songs, and it bops, pull me out. And you exist just to spite me. I'm your cigarette, so gaslight me. Why is it not going on? Oh, there we go. I didn't bring a bed. There is a village here, though. Let me have a... How old is she? I think she's 18 now. 16. But yeah, very talented. Also a fan of Minecraft, which is a fun... We also follow each other on Twitter and TikTok. It's always funny whenever she pops on my TikToks, it comes up like, your friend, and I'm like... Cool. Should never be Taylor Swift. I thought this stone was going to take forever, but now having a beacon in efficiency 5 and silk touch makes this easy. But how's everyone Saturday? What have you been up to? I've done nothing. Actually, no, I've actually just done a lie. I've literally just done a lie. I've actually filmed an Empires video and finished off another type of video I needed to do. So, that's been productive. Don't know why I lied. Working your dissertation? I'm so sorry. I never did that. As in, like, uni, I went for 3 years, which in Scotland is 4. And then we had to do, like, a pretend dissertation or, like, a practice dissertation. And I was like, go and do that. So I just graduated early and just took my bachelor's and ran. An ugly crier, I'll never be Taylor Swift. Also, I ordered this nice, like, I think it's sake I had once in a restaurant the other week, and it was meant to be delivered yesterday, and it wasn't, and it didn't show up, and there's no, like, the tracking company that they've used is, like, this weird thing I've never heard of before, so I don't know what it is, and I'm very sad, and I've been looking forward to it, and it didn't come, so that's my day as well. Okay, what? How much? do I need? Mansion materialist. Ugh. Need how many? How many? 47 stack. That's 10 as 3, so that's 30. What I'm going to do is take this back, and then we're going to grab our other shulkers. My favorite hair color I've had? It's between my blonde and my red, like what it is now or my blonde, because those are two I always go back to. The dark blue and the cyan were fun, but like they made dressing very difficult because it clashes with a lot. No, I'm so simple. Yeah. Okay, right. You can come out. Congrats. You can all come out. Congrats. Anything that's not what I need can go in here for now. And I can deal with this all another time. Those are two empty, which I need. Should I have more chests? I feel like I should have more chests, you know? Oh, there's that which can make another shulker. What color haven't I tried that I want to try? Honestly, there's none. Like, if I've wanted to try it, I've already done it. For a while, it used to be kind of platinum blonde was one that I was always unsure about. Like, whether I would... I don't mean 32. 16 is probably enough. Platinum blonde was one I was always like, well, I just look like an old man if my hair is white. So I was always too scared to do it. And then I had this really strong purple shampoo that basically just made my hair platinum. It didn't give me an option, it just did it. And I actually kind of liked it, so. And then I need to make stone brick. I think my favorite blonde though is like when it's a kind of like goldeny blonde. I don't need these, so I'll pop them in there for now, which means I have 3 empty shulker boxes, 4 empty shulker boxes to fill with stone. That should be enough. What am I going to build today? Nothing. We're just gathering materials. Thank you, Lala, for the Prime sub for 9 months. Which means always make you want to draw, then draw. Is our current sub goal? Not really. I've been thinking, I was talking about it the other night when we were driving back from Tubbo's, because obviously we did that last night when we went and played games. Because like Owen and that already have in their plan like when they're going to do their subathons in like June and whatnot. And like they do their subathons where they're like live and obviously different bits and that add a certain amount of time to it. And I'm always low-key terrified, and I've said this like I would be terrified to be like, I'm doing a subathon that like, I'll just keep streaming until it's done, and then it would end in like 12 hours. You know? Like there just wouldn't be the subs or the bits, and then that would just be really awkward, which is why I don't do it. I also have also said if I was ever doing a subathon like that, if it did for some reason last where I needed to then like go to sleep, I would not be sleeping on camera. It would be either I turn off the stream and we pause the timer and I come back the next day, or it would just be like I leave it for, I put like Wordle on stream, or we put Vods. I had bright red hair on accident one time, Soph, because the red just became too prominent, and we didn't like it, so I ended up just putting like a brown through it to neutralise it, to bring it back down to like an auburn. So I don't think you will be seeing any of that. I need a Chromia like Empire Scott playlist, because I just keep resorting back to my Starboy one right now. Though I do think when I get my hair done next, I kind of want to go slightly more coppery and like gingery. Mainly because I want to go blonde the time after that. So I think starting the lightening process would make sense. See, when people say strawberry blonde, I realize you're talking about my hair color, but I only think of this. I loved everybody because I love you. When you stood up, walked away barefoot, in the grass where you lay, laid a bed in your shape. I looked over it and I ached. I loved everybody because I love you. Won't leave the city and I don't need proof. All I need, darling, is a life in your shave. I'll picture it soft as I ache. Look at you, strawberry blonde. And there's also one specific animatic I think of with this song. Reach out the car window, trying to hold the wind. Tell me you love me or give you a grin. All I ever wanted was a life in your shape. So follow the white lines, keep my eyes on the road as I ache. Look at you, strawberry blonde, fields rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebees swarm, watching more harm? I love it when you look my way. Look at you, strawberry blonde, fields rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebees swarm, watching your harm? I love it when you look my way. Strawberry blonde, fields rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Who doesn't the Chromia playlist? This isn't a Chromia song is the issue. What was I going to say? The other thing that song also makes me think of the Life series, because obviously that's where Flower Husbands was derived from and whatnot. But that's one of the things that's always funny with the Life series is like when I look at it, I have had very iconic Life series bits for each one. You know, for Third Life, it was Flower Husbands. For Last Life, it was Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss. And then for Double Life, it was Tilly Death Do Us Part. Like, and Evil X and all that sort of thing. Like, I've just had really good, iconic bits. To the point now where, like, whenever we do the next one, I don't know how I'm going to beat those. I don't know how I one-up Tilly Death Do Us Part as a finale. How do I do it? You know? It was funny because before we went into the finale for Double Life, I remember thinking like, oh, this would be really cool. It'd be really funny if it got down to being me and Pearl after everything we've gone through of like being the main like duo that wasn't together. Because even Martin and Cleo like did kind of have their moments together and whatnot. Like me and Pearl really were the only two that had stayed separate the entire time. Which me and Pearl obviously, outside of recording and bits, were like talking about and being like, yeah, we really enjoy this. This is a fun way for us to do this. We had no idea it would be me and Pearl that would make it to the last two. We had no idea how strong Pearl would actually be with the wolves. So I then had to like, I'd thought it'd be really cool if it got to that, but then when it came down to what it was, I was like, okay, I need to do this with a bang, and I don't know how to. And then my brain was like, oh, a bang, literally. And then Pearl obviously picked up what I was putting down and like played into it, which was good. Because she easily could have like shot me. And I took all my armor off, so I would have died pretty quick. But it made for a much more cinematic moment not doing that. Jian, hello! Villain arc? I was already like, I don't really need a villain arc. Last season me and Cleo were kind of like the mean girls, so. I also don't need these. But yeah, so I have no idea what I'm. To be fair, the reason all of those three things were iconic was probably because they weren't planned, they just happened naturally. So maybe I just try not overthink it. Kage! Hiya! How are you? It was stream. Welcome on in. Oh, it's a... Gucky is here. It was a Radoons raid. That they just got mixed into one. Welcome to Radoons and gang. And hi, Gucky. Yeah, look at my tools. They're so cool. Oh, I've gone invisible, actually. I've decided to vanish. Look at these. Also, look at my shield. How cute is this? We love to see it. Okay, this is really intense for mining stuff. Like, that was the most intense stone mining session anyone has ever been to. But yes, we are currently just collecting a bunch of materials. Welcome on in, streamers. Colors look so yummy. They are. They taste great. I'll show you where the colors come from in a second when I fly back to Chromia. Because basically we found some cool magic crystals, and then I was like, mine. And then I was like, I'm gonna turn them into tools and weapons. Crystals missed many streams. Well, the crystals are from episodes. So you've been missing watching YouTube. Which you have no excuse for. How dare you? How dare you not consume the content out of the hundreds of thousands of hours of content that are uploaded every minute? How dare you not consume mine? Now, if you're wondering why we're collecting so much stone, is I need 47 stacks of stone bricks for my mega build, which is why I'm gathering these. Once I fill these 4 with shulker boxes, which will probably be more stone than I actually need, but it's always better to have extra, we'll then fly back to Chromia. I also need to be very aware of the only thing that may stop us or make us go back earlier is going to be if this goes to break. How do I get on tooltips again, chat? Where it'll show me the durability. It's like F3 and what? Is it F3 and H? It was 212. Look at me having knowledge in my brain. Not just a pretty face. I also have at least 5 brain cells. Oh. Also, did people watch Game Night last night? From Tubbo's stream? Did people watch that? It was a lot of fun. I think the issue is like Clue is one of those games where like I think it would be more fun with a different game, if that makes sense. Like I've streamed Clue, but when I've streamed Clue, we've been playing the online digital version, which is a little bit more visually interactive for the audience. But obviously because we were playing old Cluedo as a board game with the camera, there wasn't as much, I think, for chat to be able to, like, see. If that makes sense. It was a lot of fun, though. How did I go from 212 to nothing? Wow. Rude and disrespectful. Okay, my pickaxe is broken. I'm going to blame chat for no one paying attention. I'm going to blame you. Chat, none of you spammed saying pickaxe, pickaxe, pickaxe. So, just saying. That's on you. Bye, Red. And I give you instructions? I shouldn't need to. A good chat wouldn't need to be told. So what I'm hearing is a bunch of you were too distracted by my face and what do you call it? My face and hearing me? Is that what you're going with? You're gonna stick with my face and hearing me was the reasons that you didn't do it. Okay. get my voice back. But just the voice for now. So you can still sit and think about what you've done. I mean, 40 should probably be enough. Let's go see what books I already have. It sounds like the start of Downton Abbey. And I've never watched an episode. But it sounds like Downton Abbey. Okay. Do I have another... There we go. Like I said, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, Silk Touch and Mending. Which is basically what the other one was, apart from Unbreaking. Yeah, that's right. I knew robbing would be great. Give me one of these, and then I do one of this, and one of this. And then I take that. And then... I need... This is all something you don't normally see, because in my videos, I never make my Empire dust. I don't even know if you've ever seen how it's actually made. I don't know if anyone shows that. I need 3 leather. What is my drop rate? Hello, there we go. I also need a piece of string, which I'm sure Joel isn't going to mind. He's definitely not going to mind. Merci. Then I can make some color essence, and then if we fly back to Chromia, and we go to our smithing table, and I go bop and bop, I get this, and then I'm going to do this and call it a Chromia. I should probably call this one... This is called a Lorax. I actually kind of just like calling it a Lorax, I'm not going to lie, just because it sounds like, you know, the Lorax. I think that's, yeah, funny that. Okay. And... Boop. 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 Okay. How many stacks of items can a double chest hold, chat? It's going to be 10 times 1, 2, 3, 60. $60, right? Oh, there's 9, there's not 10. You're right. 54. Okay, so technically that's all the stone brick I need. Technically. Yeah, that would be 9 times 5, 6. 9 times 6? Yeah. And I needed... $47 of them. So yeah, so okay, so stone brick is done. Sandstone I needed 42, which I think is enough. And I'll also just pop a couple extra bits in here. Now the next one I'm going to need is wood, right? Gonna be a lot of wood. Okay. Okay. You can have my face back now. Hope you've learned your lessons. I've never seen people be more excited to see my face. Like, I'm not even that excited to see my own face. I'm tempted to just, for now, just pop this shulker box in here. Because this one's empty. This one's empty. And this one's empty. Okay, so now we need wood. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna head over to Hermitopia and just see if Hermitopia has any. I'm not sure if they would. I also probably could do with grabbing some more gunpowder. Like, I'm not sure they would have wood, but it's also not something that I think people are going to... What's the word? Like, take? We covered it in glass, yes, but there's already a hole, so I'm fine. Okay, wood. Not a lot. At least down here. But I still, to this day, do not know how you are meant to traverse this thing. Like, I could not tell you how I am meant to get around this thing without just flying and breaking things. You know? Let me have a look. Gunpowder. 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 Ta-da! Started. Okay, so I guess now we go and see what Sanctuary has wood-wise. And we see if Sausage has anywhere near enough wood already. If not, I can always ask him. Hermitopic has more gunpowder than Jimmy. I mean, that's not a hard thing to do. Okay, we're going for here. Right, where is the lumber yard? Here we are. Okay, let's see. There's a little bit. How much do I need? $16 stacks. So say 17 stacks of oak. And then a lot of spruce. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 stacks. I can get some myself, I suppose. There's a lot of spruce. I do need a lot of spruce. How much spruce do I need? $37 times 64, but it's divided by 4. I'm gonna need to get a calculator because that's too much maths for me. Because it's 37 times 64. Then we divide that by 4. No, that's not right. That's not correct. Oh no, it would just be... You know, I still don't know how this works out. That's 592, but that's not right. I don't need 592. I would need 592 bits of oak. Which means I need 9 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to be safe. Because I'm turning the spruce into planks, which gives me 4 per 1. So 10 times 4 would be 400. Oh no, it's just for a floor. I don't know, we'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. That's getting too mathematical for me. Am I going to steal? No, I'll just message Sausage on Discord and say, hey, I took a bunch of wood. Let me know what you want and I can give you some dye. So... Right, let's have a little... Whoa, this is cool. This is Sausage's new build. Very Spanish villa. I like it. There are some people, like, I like Chromia. I enjoy Chromia. But then I compare the amount I've done in Chromia to, like, Joel or Sausage. And I'm like, what? How? Where? I would say, like, on a scale sort of thing, like, I would say the smallest empires are, like, Shelby and Joey. And then me, and I would say I'm like on terms with like Lizzie Oh, Catherine's also small. But, by the way, when I'm saying like small, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Ollie's is tiny, yes. Again, these are not bad things. I'm just saying, like, I feel like we all fit into brackets of, like, you have, like, 3 or 4 who are the big overachievers, one of which just happens to be my neighbor. And then, like, you have, like, different tiers. Okay. How many sandstone do I need? I think we're going to need to go and grab more sandstone. Solely because I think I need more sand for smooth sandstone. Because to get smooth sandstone, it's like 4 to 1. You lose a lot. What about Flip? Flip I'd say is closer to Sausage and... Okay, I'd say in my head it goes like Sausage and Joel. And then probably like Lizzie and Flip. And then like me and Jem. And then... like... I'm trying to equate it because you've got people who don't like have like a few main buildings like False and Catherine and Ollie. Jimmy has quite a big bit as well. But his is more like, his feels bigger because it's the walls. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go grab our beacon. I would use a stone cutter when I'm actually crafting, like, stone things, but me just using the in little crafting recipe isn't losing much more time. Stone cutter can do 1 for 1 with sandstone to smooth sandstone. Oh. Okay, so I'll still probably want to grab a little bit more anyway, just to be safe. But that's good to know. I've said this like I haven't done that before. I do know how, what do you call it? I do know how stone cutters work. I just often don't use them. Don't worry, I'll watch pickaxe stacks, guys. Because it'd be an awful crime if I was to ever lose a good pickaxe because chat wasn't paying attention, huh? I feel like I took so long this season to get to my actual custom tools and weapons. Which wasn't my fault, I would like to clarify. I'd just say it took forever to get there. It was because last season of Empires, we had, like, we were just using the Optifine way. Like, there's an Optifine way to do custom tools for textures and things. And we used that last season. Then this season, we made our own mod for it, which is why we use the essence things. But that meant that, like, they needed to be made in a certain way. So we had to use the same artist for all of our models and such. And then that meant, obviously, last season, one artist wasn't doing 14 people's requests. I used Violet Like VO. No. I think it's Vio. VIO. He works at MCC. I used Violet. For their stuff. Last season. Then this season we had to use the artist that we all have. Who's also very good. I actually used Violet last season for my armor and tools. But then the other artist for the stag. Do, do, do. Do I have all of the... I don't have all of the colorful stuff I need. This is one I wasn't looking forward to doing, but I suppose we're going to need to do it. As well as the sandstone. I'm glad I did all this detail on the side because it looks good from a side view as well, which I was worried about originally. Right, let me pop the beacon and then these three away and then probably just this and that. What do I have color-wise? I have all of the wool that I need. So I also need... Okay, let's have a look. I don't need the stone or the sand or that or the dirt or the oaks. I've already done that. I also don't really need to worry about the brown mushroom block right now because that's for interior. Okay. I don't need the 2 wools. Anything that's not the stuff I'm going to go and collect right now, like I'm not paying attention to. So if it's an interior thing, I'm ignoring it. Okay, chat, this is what we actually need to go and grab. All of this. Am I going to Insomnia this year? I should be. Okay, let's go and see what we have. Okay, I'm gonna need more of the nether woods. Definitely. Sadly. Terracotta and concrete. Can you restain already dyed terracotta? Because I need purple terracotta. Let's just go get more. Which means we need to go over. Okay, we're gonna go over to Tumbletown and grab some terracotta and some sand. That's the plan. When is MCC? In March. Oh. Okay, we'll grab a bunch of sand. Again, I don't think I'll actually need much just because someone pointed out the fact that I can do 1-to-1. So, maybe grab like 9 stacks. Which will not take as long with this pickaxe. And then we'll be good to go. Also, chat, I have a video I want to show you. Because it just came to my memory again. where I will just click random videos on my homepage. I no longer really use my sub button on YouTube, mainly because there is no separation of shorts. And I hate just looking at my feed being a mix of shorts and normal videos. So I just tend to refresh the homepage until I find stuff that I want to watch. And for some reason there was one that came up and it was like best, or it was like 9-minute garlic naan, and I was like, I do enjoy garlic naan, so like I will have a look at your garlic naan. Great. The man's voice, his inflections on things is like he goes like up down at the end of every sentence, and he goes, I don't know how to describe it, like, let me just put it on, you'll see what I mean. As soon as I noticed that I couldn't unhear it, and then I couldn't watch the rest of the video, but like, listen. A little longer than... Let me...
A lot of flatbreads on the channel, like pita bread, flour tortillas, these in the home kitchen, as you're going to see relatively soon. But before we get to that, we have to start our dough. We'll begin as usual with some very warm but not too hot water. Into which we will add a little bit of white sugar. As well as 1 packet of dry active yeast. And what we'll do is just let that sit there for about 10 to 15 minutes to sort of give that yeast a head start. And also to test if it's alive. And what we can do while we're waiting for that is move on to make our garlic butter. Which we'll start by melting 1 stick of butter over medium heat in the small pan. And for the record, I'm making way more than I need for this recipe, since there's like 40 other things we can use that for. And what we'll do once that melts is wait for it to sing before we add our garlic.
But this man's popping off. He has like 4 million subs. Like, King, it's working for you.
All right, you hear that?
But like...
And once our butter starts doing that, we'll go ahead and sort of springs back to the touch. So that is looking pretty good right there. And once that's been accomplished, we will transfer that into a bowl.
It's Chef John. I don't know who Chef John is.
A little more of our garlic butter, so we can coat our dough so it won't dry out while it rises.
That was...
And of course, you could use a little...
I can't do it. It's like anti-ASMR. It does all the wrong things. It does all of the wrong things for me. It does all of the anti, like, brain tickles. Okay. I'm surprised how slow this is to mine when you have efficiency 5. Who's on the server? No one. If you spam the message several times and I'm ignoring it, it's normally because there is nothing to answer. You know? Oh. Not even you. I know, literally. This is actually a pre-recorded video. I'm not even here. That whole bit with the pickaxe breaking, that happened last week. I'm actually on holiday in Bermuda right now. Sipping a pina colada on a beach. Can you imagine I then just start typing in chat like, no guys, I'm being serious, this is actually pre-recorded. I'm wearing so you like my hoodie? Thank you, it's Philza merch. It's Philza merch. I can't do it the way he does. I can't do the like inflection in the same way. I should try that one day, where I record me like streaming and then just play the VOD for you all and just act like I'm streaming, and like occasionally like I'll just mention, like I'll take a gamble of like, oh yeah, no, I know what you mean, as though I'm like reading chat. You'd notice, would you, Kyra? You sure? Gonna take money on that, Kyra? You're still sure? See, Kyra, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the other mods involved. And I'll get them to say certain things at certain points so that then I have something to react to. And then I'll pay them. So as not to tell you. And to get involved. So you can't even trust them. Still ready to get involved in snatch a wall. I know that. I know if I was to say to Soph, here's 50 quid, say this thing at this point and don't tell anyone that this is actually a recorded video, she'd be like, yeah, I'm down. I'm 90% sure I could ask Soph to do it and she wouldn't tell anyone anyway. I wouldn't even need to give her the 50 quid. I would, but I wouldn't need to. Oh yeah, Laurie, I know you would as well. Okay. How many stacks of this do I need? 214 divided by 64 is 3. So if I make 4 stacks of this, there's 1 and a bit. There we go. 4 stacks of that is done. I will grab my stone cutter. Which I will put, I can put the purple in here. Stone cutter can go there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this out. Because this is all to do with the roof. So let me separate this to be a little bit more organized. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to think what the next options are. What do we have to get still? Purple and cyan concrete. Means I need more sand again. Do I have any gravel? We have a good amount of gravel. I'm probably gonna need more gravel, but I do have some. Trying to think what the best way to do this is. I'll give you the option, chat. We can either go and grab some nether woods, or we can make some concretes. Those are your options. Can one of my mods make a poll? Nether woods or concretes? These sales like for the 200 sub for 4 months, very much appreciated. Okay, Netherwoods is winning, which is fine. We'll go grab some Netherwoods. I will put my totem on. We should warn Foot. By the way, you're... Though I'm just gonna grab some of that, because like I need leather quite a lot, so okay. How do we actually... This should bring us out into... Oh, I'm assuming following the staircase would help. Achoo! Okay, so if I need 250... Let's say 250 of each. Divided by 64, that's 4 stacks. Then I also need the plank version and the strip version. I need a lot, basically. Also, chat, in between, I'm getting one of my sofas replaced, because it's old and a bit droopy, and I don't like it anymore. And I'm keeping one, which then means I need to pick something that matches the other sofa that I already have, which is a grey sofa. So, my options, aesthetically I like cream sofas, but I do not think that is a smart decision for my current time of life. I think a cream sofa would only end looking grubby, so I am not getting that. It also doesn't really go with a grey. So my options are kind of a tan leather sofa, or like a green sofa, are the two I'm thinking of. But I don't know which one to go to. Did I go to IKEA again? No, I wouldn't get a sofa from IKEA. Sofas are like there's certain things you'll learn as you become an adult, where there are certain pieces of furniture that are like investment pieces, where you should try and save up and spend a little bit extra money. Obviously, not everyone can do that, and it makes sense. You spend what you can. But there are certain things like a sofa that you should spend a bit more money on. I'll get you the little samples that I got sent. 2 seconds. These are my samples. So I have this one here, which is Texas tan, which is a leather. And then I have this one, which is a Utah tan, which again, a leather. And then there's this one, which is moss colored green. So, these for the living area? Yeah, they're for the living area. So these are my 3 options. And on it, the thing is, like, I really like them together. Like, part of me is like, do I get a leather sofa and then just get the green cushions to match this? Or do I get green sofa and then brown tan style cushions to match it? The other thing to consider is Elle, because she does have a habit of scratching furniture. So that is also another thing to be like, whatever I'm getting, I can't be too, what's the word? Precious about, because I own a cat. See, the other thing is, it's like the green one works right now. In my living room, the living room I have right now is my neutrals and my greens. But I'm able to do the greens because the rest of the house, or the rest of the living room, is neutral. If I have a green sofa, I'm kind of stuck into the green thing. You see how anti-cat scratchy? That doesn't work. Doesn't work. You think I've had a cat as long as I've had a cat and not tried anti-scratch stuff? Because the thing is, it's like, if I got a tan one and then like 2-3 years down the line was like, actually, I'm not really into the green as much anymore, I would love to be back to being blue or reds, I can do that by just changing out my wall art and changing out the pillows. I can do that pretty easy. I mean, my living room stuff was blue before, and all I've had to do is do a couple coats of paints and then change out pillows. Whereas, and I was able to do that because everything I had was kind of neutral. So like the sofas I already had were grey. But if I've got a more statement piece of furniture and I wanted to change, I would need to then consider changing the entire sofa. By taking Elle to the groomers, you don't really take cats to the groomers. Not in the UK anyway. That's not really a thing. Like, I'm very torn between it because it's like, on one hand, I love the green. I think it's a very pretty green. I think it would look really cute. But I'm also then trying to think of the longevity. Because the thing is, like, realistically, looking at it, whatever sofa I buy, I'm then going to have for the next 5 years. Is the hope. Which I don't know if I will still be where I am. I might have moved house. I might have moved country. I don't know. If I've moved country, then I probably haven't taken my sofa with me, and it does not matter. But if I've just moved house, I probably have taken my sofa with me. In which case, well, the greens still work there. I don't know. Leather's a no. Why is leather a no? Leather's hard to clean without ruining it? Well, that's just a lie. Leather's actually incredibly easy to clean. It's one of the key selling points of a leather couch. My parents had leather couches when I was growing up, and we literally just had leather wipes, where it was just a cleaning wipe that you ran over, and we had dogs. So, the thing is, L doesn't particularly scratch things that aren't fabric material. Like, also when I'm saying leather here, I'm not saying it has to be real leather. Like, full leather is the same thing. It's just easier than to say leather. But like, L doesn't scratch like other things. She's only interested in like fabrics. So, like, she'll scratch my carpets for my stairs and my rug and my fabric sofas. Always get one with a... See, I hate covers. If I'm buying a sofa, what's the point in what it looks like if I'm just going to use a cover? I think covers are stupid. For me, anyway. Like, I understand why people have them, because some people maybe have kids and all that. But for me, if I'm buying a sofa, I want you to see the sofa, not the cover of the sofa. You know what I'll do, guys? I'll buy a sofa and then I'll get one of those clear plastic sofa covers that like your grandparents used to have. That, like, squeaks when you sit on it. Whoa, there's just a lot of mobs down here. Yeah, you do have to fix covers all the time as well, because they're obviously not built for, like, they're not the material of the couch, so there's nothing keeping them tight. You're right, let's take down the cover industry. Couch Cover Corporation, as we're coming for you. I think couch covers work. See if I got like a couch off of Facebook Marketplace that wasn't the prettiest looking couch, then I would get a couch cover. It's a case of asking chat our opinion and then asking for the opposite. No, but sometimes speaking it out will make it more clear in my head what way I'm actually leaning. It was like I asked Eloise, there was 2 types of hall lights I liked. And I remember asking Eloise, and I was like, which of these 2 do you want? And I was leaning slightly to more number 1, thinking she would say number 1. And then she didn't. She said number 2. And I was like, that wasn't the answer I wanted. I didn't want you to say 2. I wanted you to say 1. And then I was like, oh, well, that made up my mind. I knew I wanted 1. All along, I just needed someone to say the other one to confirm it. Because it's like, Owen has already said several times he does not like leather couches. And if I get a leather couch, he won't sit on it. Which is fine, because I have another sofa. But that hasn't put me off the idea of getting one, which is making me feel like I'm leaning more towards it. I already bought a little leather armchair for my bedroom, so maybe what I do is, and it's just in a box in the hallway, maybe I build that first and then see what it looks like. It's always going to be a slightly different color and whatnot, but I'll do that and see what I think. Ooh. Okay, I need... They're stacking a bit, and I should have enough. And then I need warped wood. Like flipping the coin trick, if you're disappointed by the outcome, it wasn't a great choice. Exactly! It's funny, like me and Owen are very similar in a lot of things and very different in others. I'd say interior design, I wouldn't say we're very different in that. With things like food-wise, we're actually very similar. One of the things, like, Owen is one of the easiest people I can order food with. Where I can literally, one of his will just be like, you in the mood for this? And the other one will be like, yeah. Compared to if we have Beck and we're also getting food, we're going to be a while before we make a decision. Beck is one of those, I don't want that. I'm fine with anything, but I don't want that. No, I'm fine with anything, no, but I don't want that one either. Not that she's a picky eater, she's a picky chooser. There's a difference there. Because a picky eater is someone who's like, if it doesn't sell chicken strips, I don't want it. Beck's not that. Beck will actually eat quite a lot of things. But the picking what to eat is the challenge. So whenever it's just me and Owen eating food, we've picked something quite quickly. But then when Beck is over, or we're doing board games or whatever, it's going to be a while. But yeah, if you're a picky eater, grow up. Like, unless it's... like, if you're lactose intolerant, like, grow up. But also, like, sure, okay, I understand. Tommy got Howie. But, like, if you're a picky eater, grow up. It is okay to dislike some things. Like, I have a handful of things I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat olives. I don't want to eat... I don't want to eat olives. I don't want to eat boiled potatoes. I'm not a big fan of sardines. Having things that I don't want to eat is fine. But when you have more things you won't eat as opposed to things you will, then you need to grow up. Do you mind, ma'am? Come here. No! I tried to get her, chat. I tried to grab her for you, but she's gone. She was climbing and I was like, I'll grab her, but she decided no. See guys, you know, after owning a cat, I figured out the trick with cats is when they want attention, you don't give it to them. When they're purring and meowing and like rubbing against you, ignore them. Pretend you don't see them. Just don't see. Because then it means when you do actually want cuddles, she is like, yes, I will give you the cuddles. I will tolerate being held like a baby. I will do this. You make them come to you on your terms, not on their terms. Also, after watching the naan bread video, I think I kind of want to get Indian food tonight. I also keep thinking it's Sunday. My issue, okay, one thing I've found from living in England, this is just a generalization of England as a whole. Scotland do much, much, much better Indian food than England does. Like, by a mile. Like, zero competition. And it's a bit upsetting. Because I've not lived in Scotland for... 6 years? 6 or 7 years now. Also, to that person that said, but it is Sunday. No, it is not. And I only know because I know today is the Super Bowl and that's on a Saturday. So, don't try and gaslight me. Also, by the way, chat, I think we're going to do Valentine's stream again. Where, like, I will stream something on Valentine's Day because I don't have Valentine's Day plans. So, when you're also alone and sad and having a Valentine's Day plans, you can come and watch stream. And if you are someone who has Valentine's Day plans, cancel them and then just watch me stream. Ma'am, that is my carpet. Stop it. Or depending on what time your Valentine's Day plans are, like, you can do them, like, if you're in America and you've got nighttime Valentine's Day plans, keep them, do not cancel them because I will not be live at that point. You're welcome to keep them. But if you're British and you have Valentine's Day plans, move them to be, like, morning Valentine's Day plans. Be like, you know what, instead of going for dinner, let's go for brunch. Instead of going for a movie, let's go on a nice daytime walk at the park, you know? And when they're like, why do we need to change that? You can be like, oh, well, Scott said I had to. Because he's alone on Valentine's Day. And it would actually be kind of rude to leave him to be alone on Valentine's Day. And also, he is gay. And if you say no to that, that is kind of hate crimey. Just saying. So. And if they're willing to hate crime a gay person, do you really want to be dating them? Just throwing that out there. You know? Because I, for one, would not want to be dating someone who would hate crime a gay. Bottle. By the way, content over the next, like, month. I would say content from about now till like the summer, because that's just kind of where we're planning, is going to be pretty good. Especially YouTube content, just so you're aware. Like, there's some new things starting. I've got some fun videos planned. You're in for a treat. Thank you, Onyx, for the tier 1 sub. What are we getting wood for? My mega build. Is my mansion base big enough to be considered a mega base? Like, for titling subject like purposes, I'm 100% going to call that even if you say no. But like, I just like to know whether I'm clickbaiting or not. Do we get hints on the content? SMPs. Returning SMP with a twist. So, it could be 2 things exactly. It can actually be many things. Y'all ain't even ready for Crazy Craft 2.0. Or that was 2.0 we did. Crazy Craft 3.0. about 7 years later. No one expected the comeback. But here we are. It's like, you know when Disney went through a whole phase of just re-releasing all of their old Disney movies, but like slightly updated graphics? It's like that. 2 specific things came to mind. / Jen, what are your 2 things? Like, what are the things that came to mind when I said, like, returning series? Like, I know you're probably thinking the Life series. But like, what's the other one? Life series and Rats? Well, guys, Rats won't be coming back. If at all, it wouldn't be for like a long time. Like a year and a bit. X-Life? No, X-Life probably isn't going to come back either. X-Life became like Afterlife. Like that was kind of the next one in that series. I was thinking the Witchcraft series. What's the Witchcraft series that's happening? What's the Witchcraft? What? It's a cool name for an SMP though. Because like Witchcraft. And then also play on like Minecraft. But Joey's thing? What's Joey's thing? I never heard about this. What? I've been scammed. Is Double Life coming back? Well, I mean, Double Life is just the Life series, so it would just be a different thing. We would never do like Double Life 2. Oh. The art's really cute. The Fire or Frost Witch? It should be Frostfire, I'm just saying. But Frostfire rolls better than Fire Frost. That's series, not mine. That's cool. No, but that also wouldn't be something that'd be making a return, though. When I said things that would be coming back. Do you mind? Thank you. She's being a menace, she was like, oh, you're getting a leather sofa I can't scratch? Let me just go ham on the carpets tonight then. Outsiders Season 3. I don't know if you could pay Owen and Apple to do that. Sorry. Gosh, Outsiders for a third time. Damn. Also, I tried, you know, the like better animations texture pack that I always call them texture pack. They've not been texture pack for years. But maybe it's time to practice trimming Elle's knives. God no. She would not let that happen. She already does not enjoy it when I go to the vet and they do it. And it's when I go to the vet, I'm like, please do it, hurry up, quick. Her claws aren't actually too bad. She's been, like, using her cat tree and such. But yeah, I can't remember what, I was literally mid-sentence there. Oh yeah, the Better Animations resource pack. I downloaded it because I was like, I want to see what it looks like with Empires. This could, like, it's cool. Like the thing Green and all that have where like the villagers and all that move better and whatnot. I was like, this could be fun. I put it in. I think there's something in our Empires texture pack that just like clashes with it. So it didn't work. But what it did do, for some reason, was just remove all of the llama's eyes. Can you see? Sure, when I get back to Chromia, I'll throw it back on for you. Because I did start to think, I was like, I don't know how this is going to work because, like, I have my custom villagers that are, like, slaying and serving and all that, and I was like, that wouldn't work for animating them. How much wood do I need? I'm just getting one more stack. So 3 more bits. One more piece. Oh, I can put that one back. There we go. Right. And there should be... Here we are. I'm assuming it's this. Let's take us back up. And then we're going to go over here. This should be enough wood. I may need more, is my issue. But that's something future Scott can deal with. Or like, any more I need, I can maybe just ask Sausage for. Okay, and then we pop that down. Grab these. Okay, let me quickly... I've turned off one of my lights. I mean to do that. Resource packs. Fresh animations. Okay, so fresh animations we've now turned on, which means things should look and walk and act a little bit different. But like I noticed, like they weren't, you know, he's not doing anything. I was like, that's odd. The mobs don't seem to be working any different. Did they take the chicken's eyes as well? No, the chickens have their eyes. No one else does, though. Or the pig. Nope. No eyes. So, that's why we don't play with this. What about the bees? The bees still have their eyes. The bees look fine. And the villagers don't look any different. But yeah, so that's why we don't play with that here. But that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. That was a lot of fun. Had a nice little time. We collected a bunch of stuff. We're getting closer to, like, I'm starting to roll the ball a bit more with my Empire stuff, getting into, like, actually having a mega build and such, because I've now got the stuff that I want to display and collect, and I need to have a house to do that in. So, let me just quickly, before we go, I'm going to update this, and then I'm going to send you all over to Owen. So we'll go and show him some love. He's working in a squid farm thing on his hardcore world, so we're going to see what he's up to. But thank you all for coming and hanging out. It's been a wonderful evening. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I'm going to go and order an Indian and enjoy my night. And I will probably be live tomorrow night. So yeah, I love you all very, very, very much, and I will see you all next time. Bye!